Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you all everything from this new fighting pass in Anime Fighting Simulator X. But before we start, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and join my Discord from the description below. Also, huge thanks to Monkey for letting me use his account and make this video possible. And now let's get right into it. So in this new update 4, the main thing was the fighting pass, and it's basically a kind of a battle pass if you know what it is. So ready, you can progress from this free tier, and if you kill bosses or pain, you have a 1% chance to get the 10 tickets you need to unlock the premium one for free, or you can just be paid to win and buy it with robux, but I recommend grinding tickets because it's way cheaper and it's more efficient. So the first thing is Buggy the Clown. This is a champion, and there he is. He is a rare, and he only gives you times 0.22 times on durability, which is pretty decent for starters, but it's not really that good. So the next thing is the Naval Quirk. This quirk is actually based off of speed, as you can see here. So basically, if you go to specials and you open up the special you want to see, the color corresponds to the ability. So strength is red, durability is blue, pink, green, and speed is yellow. So this is based off of speed. The more speed you got, the more damage or the more ability he'll be able to do. Now let's get into the showcase of its abilities. The first one is called Supernova, 5000 damage. This is a laser beam. The second ability is called Naval Buffet. You basically hold it down, it deals 2500 each time. In total 15,000 damage. The third one is called Naval Thrust. It doesn't actually damage, but it's used for transformation. As you can see, it boosts you in front and basically thrusts you. The next thing is the Thunder Nichiren Sword Skin. So if you come on to inventory, go to Sword Skins, you see Thunder Nichiren, and here it is. It's like a permanent skin if you have it equipped, and if you get a different sword, like a better sword, by completing quests, this will overlap it and this will be your sword until you unequip it. And it's pretty cool looking. The next item is an accessory, the Soul King crown, and if you go to accessories in your inventory, it gives a 2% increase to critical chance and 25% increase to critical damage. On tier 9 we got Mitsuri, who's another champion. This is her stats. She's an epic and she gives times 0.25 on damage and sword, which is again pretty decent for starters, but I'd say mythics are better. And let me just convert her to a shiny, and so after she is made shiny, she gives times 0.37 on both of those criterias, which are pretty decent for a starter and a mid-level player, so I'd recommend using her if you don't have anything better. The next thing is the vertical push-up, and it's basically the animation for durability. As you can see, I'm just pushing up vertically just like that. So on tier 13 you'll find the insect breeding style, and here's its abilities. So for this one I'll be removing my QB hood accessory, and these are my buffs. And this breeding style uses sword, so currently I'm at almost 10 QD sword, level 166, so the damage will be a bit buffed. But the first ability is called Dart Strike. You have to equip a sword to use breeding styles. So it basically deals 30k damage with poison over time, and it's like 4 to 6 ticks, so that's around, you could say around 100 20k, 150k plus damage. The second ability is called Crushing Sting. It's basically you just jump up, you go down, and it also deals overtime poison damage, which is 38k, around 4 times. So you can round it off to 160k damage. The third ability is called the 1000 Stings, and it's pretty much just a barrage of sword attacks, and this is the only ability that does not deal poison damage. The last one is called Insect Swarm. It's basically a AoE circle around you, and it also makes the opponent do poison damage, which is 20k, around 6 critics, so 120k, 130k, around that much damage. Next we got Overnight Snake accessory in tier 15, and this pretty much gives you a 5% chance to dodge any attacks and 25% increase to all chakra attacks. On tier 17 we got the Sin Blade, which is another sword skin right over here. It's legendary, and this is what it looks like, which is pretty good. It's from Meliodas from the 7 Deadly Sins. If you know it, then you'll be able to recognize it. Yeah. So on tier 19 we got the Dio pose, and it's also an animation. It's an idle animation, same as Jotaro. So you just sit still like this once you're idle, and you basically be standing up. Also you can get the Jotaro pose from tier 4 from the free pass, but since in this video I was covering most of the premium battle pass stuff, I'd say I skipped on this, but this is what it looks like. It's an idle animation as well, and it's pretty cool. Next, on tier 21 we got Bicon. Now this is our first mount in this video, and it's a ground mount. You basically ride on him, and it's a mythical mount along with the dragon mount as well, which you can buy with Robux. And if this was a flying mount, it would be one of the fastest in games, but this is how fast it is. Like, it's like really fast, and you can jump around as well, and like once you're riding it you look like pretty cool, and that's about it. On tier 23 we got the Broody armor accessory right over here, and it gives you 20% increase in maximum HP and strength attacks. This is what it looks like. On tier 25 we got the O or Do, and he gives you a times 0.3 for durability, strength and chakra, and is the first champion in the pass that gives you other buffs as well. It increases all strength attacks by 20%, and it has a 2% chance to stop time whenever the user is hit. So like if you get damaged or you get hit, it has a 2% chance to do a time stop, and you'll probably know it if you know what the word does. The last ability of the word is time stop, and it's pretty much Dio, so it'll basically just stop time for them and you'll be able to kill them or damage them. Now on tier 27 we got Cream. Cream is another stand, and it's a really good stand. Like I'd say it's like the best stand in game right now. So you want to go to inventory specials, and it's an epic stand, and you can equip it, and the Cream is based off of strength and chakra. So the first ability is based off of strength, and these three are based off of chakra. Now let's get right into the showcase of its abilities. So for the first ability is called Neck Chop. I'm doing this without any accessory, and it basically makes him dash forward and punch the enemy, and it deals 182k damage. The second ability is Void Dash. and you just dash forward and deal 163,000 damage. Third ability is called Void Spiral, and it's basically him just moving around 4 times and dealing 43k damage each time, and that's around 172k damage. Now the last ability is actually pretty interesting. So it's called Dimension, and once you use it, you go invisible for the period of time you use it. Now I'll showcase it on a stronger NPC. So using it again, it damages them and we pretty much go invisible for the time being. So other people can't see us and this NPC won't be able to damage me for a duration I have used this ability for. And while I'm using this ability, he'll keep on getting damage passively like a poison. As you can see, he's attacking me but he isn't damaging me. Now as soon as this runs out, he starts damaging me, I start using HP. Next up on tier 29, we got the Flame Nichiren skin. It's an epic skin and this is what it looks like. It's pretty decent, but it's not the best one, so I'd recommend using the ones from before, like the Sin Blade or the Thunder Nichiren. At tier 31, we got the Black Leg animation. It replaces your strength, so this is it pretty much. Instead of punching, you start kicking, and it's pretty cool. Like next on tier 33, we got Emperor Cape. It's another accessory, and it provides you with a 25% increase to all sword attacks, 20% increase to the maximum HP, and 15% increase to all devil fruit damage. That's pretty good considering the amount of accessories we got in game, and this is what it looks like. If you know Akainu from One Piece, you'll know this is his cape, I believe. Next on tier 35, we got the King's Pillow mount. This is the second and the last mount in the new battle pass. It's another mythic mount and it's a flying mount as well. So this is also from the 7 deadly sins. It's from King, if you know who that is. And this is it going in normal speed. This is me going versatile, and if I go sideways, this is how fast it goes. So I'd say this is a pretty decently fast mount, but for its high tier, I'd just say you should get this mount instead from Naga, cause she gives you the burn mount and that's like one of the fastest mounts in game and it's like free. You just have to grind a little bit. It's just increments and defeating pain. So I'd say this is a 6 out of 10 in terms of mount. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's not really that fast. So yeah. On tier 37, we got the last champion of this pass, Shanks or Shanks, and here is what he gives. So he increases all sword attacks by 30% and walk speed by plus 15. Whenever the user is hit, there is a chance of 5% of him activating Conqueror's Haki. So Conqueror's Haki is pretty much this ability and it freezes your opponent. So it's like if you get attacked 20 times, it's like 100% guarantee of him doing it, and it basically will freeze your opponents passively. So if you just keep using it and people attack you, they just keep getting frozen, and that's pretty insane. It's a mythic and the stats are pretty good, like 0.77 times on sword, speed and chakra. On tier 39, the second last item we got is Samehada. So it's another sword skin right over here, and it's the first mythic sword skin we've ever seen. This is one of the legendary 7 swordsman's blade, and here is what it looks like. So the moment you use it, you realize like it's huge. This is what it looks like. It has a mount over here which is pretty creepy, and yeah, it has a blue aura to it once you swing it, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Now the final ability on tier 40 is Buddha. So Buddha is a new fruit we got, and you can get it for free from the pass. If you haven't used Robux on it, you just have to wait 20 days, like you just keep completing daily quests every day, and in 20 days you'll have the pass till max level, then just grind tickets and you'll have the premium pass. So the Buddha fruit is from Sengoku from One Piece, if you know who he is, and this is not a permanent fruit. So like magma, this will not stay. Now let's get right into the showcase. So once you equip it, you will become Sengoku or Buddha himself. And the first ability is called Heavy Impact. Just punch the ground. It deals 390k damage, which is pretty insane for just a punch. And for the first ability, that's like 400k free damage. Now the second ability is Divine Retribution. And here it is. Basically makes a beam like thing and you shoot it to wherever you aim at. It deals 354,000 damage, which is again pretty insane considering the first ability does 400k, so that's like an easy 750k using just two abilities. The last one is called Twilights of the God, and here it is. So basically him just shooting out beams everywhere and exploding. So for this, I'll go to overhaul and show you how OP it really is. So now that we are at overhaul, we'll use the airy shard, and once we do this ability, I'll show. So he has 10.5 million damage, million health, and after I use this ability, instantly gone. 11.2 million damage. That's insane. Like for bosses with a big hitbox, he'll do a lot of damage. Like he just did 10 million straight up in its face, so he just one shots overhaul. Now let's try the same with Gyutaro and see how it ends out. So now we're here at Gyutaro. Let's transform. Let's use our ducky ribbon and spawn him. Now since he has a lower hitbox than overhaul, it might not do as much as damage, but it has 15 million HP, and here are the damage. So it did around 4 million damage because he also has a low hitbox compared to overhauls, so there isn't much space for him to get hit and beams would just scatter along. But in my opinion, it would do like 11 to 15 million damage easily, as it did with overhaul. So I hope you all enjoyed and this video helped you out. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe below, and join my Discord in the description below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.